Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wanted to jump back on here, make another video, try to play a little bit of catch up after taking a couple of days off from YouTube. I want to talk some recruiting. I want to talk about another 5-star that is locked down, locked in with Tennessee. We've talked about Faison Brandon, right? 5-star quarterback, #1 ranked quarterback in the country, #1 overall player in the country, according to 247 Sports. And we've talked about how his commitment to Tennessee means something. He's not going through the process. He is done. He is locked in. He's not taking visits. He is only going to visit Tennessee. And now we've got another one that is locked in. Gabriel Osenda, the big squish, 5-star offensive tackle. You can see there, just got updated. He's now ranked the 19th overall player in the country, according to 247 Sports. Big Squish says God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Now, when he committed to Tennessee, he was a 3-star. Now he has been bumped up to a 5-star, committed during the Navy All-American Bowl back on January the 11th. He actually just attended the Rivals camp in Atlanta over the weekend. It was there that he was actually named the camp MVP. Now, he was asked about his recruitment. He was asked about his commitment because, look, other schools, other teams are going to come calling when you get that bump, when your evaluation now shows that you were a 5-star. He was asked about that. He was asked about his commitment, and this is what he told Sam Spiegelman. Let's take a listen.
Gabriel Osenda, offensive tackle, Baylor School, Chattanooga. Go Vols, go Big Orange, and I'm done taking visits. I'm here, baby.
Done taking visits. 5-star offensive tackle, the big squish, is locked in, locked down. Now, he is going to take his official to Tennessee. He is going to be here on June the 20th to do some peer recruiting, and that's that backloaded, heavy weekend. Going to be a ton of guys on campus. He is now the second 5-star prospect in the boat, according to 247 Sports. Again, we mentioned Faison Brandon, #1 quarterback in the country, #1 overall player in the country, also locked down, not taking any more visits. But now, can Tennessee land another 5-star? They're still trying to flip Tristan Keys, #1 ranked wide receiver in the country. We'll see if he makes it in town for his official visit. We've talked a lot about the #1 running back in the country, Savion Hyder. He is scheduled to be here officially on that same weekend. Again, June the 20th is going to be a big, big weekend for the Vols, but they're also looking to land a commitment from a 5-star linebacker who just recently decommitted from USC. Do they have a shot? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But as always, I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up right down there below the video. Quick, free, easy, helps the channel. I would appreciate it. If it's your first time here, your first time rolling into Talkin VAWLS, welcome to the channel. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be that. We don't fake that. What we are is exactly what you are sitting here watching. We are fans. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like it, make sure you subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, we're live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. What we do is we play EA Sports College Football 25, but we talk all things Tennessee football. Also going to have some pop-up live streams coming up. So, again, just make sure you're dialed in and ready to go as we kind of get into the busy season of recruiting, rolling into official visit season. But let's talk about it. Can Tennessee land another 5-star on the defensive side of the ball? You can see the tweet on the screen from Hayes Fawcett. News, 5-star linebacker Xavier Griffin has locked in for official visits. Ohio State, Alabama, Texas, and Florida State. The #2 linebacker in the 26 class decommitted from USC just moments ago. Again, Xavier Griffin, 5-star linebacker. He's 6'3", 205 pounds, out of Gainesville, Georgia. When he committed to USC, there was a lot of talk about teams trying to push him to stay in the Southeast, teams like Alabama, teams like Georgia, teams like Tennessee, trying to push him to stay in the Southeast. So, again, Gainesville, Georgia is where he is located. The On3 industry rankings actually have him ranked 28th overall. They've got him ranked as the #2 linebacker in the country. 247 Sports, a little bit higher on him, has him as the best player, 8th best player in the country, and the #1 ranked linebacker in the class of 2026. This is what Andrew Ivins has to say about Xavier Griffin. Says, multifaceted defender with top flight testing profile that should offer both on and off ball linebackers. He can rush the passer, stack against the run, while also dropping back into coverage. Goes on to say lanky and lean at this stage, but should undergo a major physical transformation in the coming years as he's on the younger side for the grade and equipped with larger features. Fires out of both a 2 and 3-point stance in the blink of an eye. Will get around obstacles with his slick agility and lateral quickness. Possess true sideline to sideline range and will make stops in pursuit with his gap closing burst. Must keep evolving and developing craft while improving play strength, but projects as a potential impact player in the Big Ten or the SEC that can fit into a variety of different schemes with his athletic juice and alignment flex. That's, again, the scouting report from Andrew Ivins over at 247 Sports. Again, decommitted from USC last week on May the 14th after being committed for almost 10 months at this point. Again, the graphic on the screen, he's got the officials lined up: Ohio State, Alabama, Texas, and Florida State on June the 15th. So the obvious question is, where is Tennessee at in this thing? No mention in the official visit schedule. Can the Vols get him back on campus, right? That's going to be the big question here. Does Tennessee get him on campus? And again, it's early. It is early. You can see that big weekend. We talk about that big June 20th weekend is wide open. I would look for Tennessee to get him on campus for an official visit. He's been here before, visited last spring for a spring practice. He was also here during the season for the win over Kentucky. He was actually just here back on March the 29th. He was here for that visit during the spring. This is what he said coming off of that visit. Since I was able to see the coaches firsthand in some new roles, they coach up their guys just as hard as they love them. The academic portion stood out big time for my mom. She really loved the system they have set up to ensure I have that push as well off the field. Goes on to say Coach Chop and Coach Banks gave me and my mom a transparent overview of how I could come in and make an immediate impact for the Vols, especially if I come and continue to work hard and do the right things. Goes on, says Coach Chop, Coach Banks, Coach Heibel all made sure that I understand where I fit in, how important I am in their recruiting process. They will fight to the end was their clear message. Says they just continue to be consistent and transparent. Love being able to see my teammate Jeremiah Thielander as well. So how much of that is an impact? Again, high school teammates with Jeremiah Thielander, been here multiple times. You know, Matt Ray kind of talked about this, talked about Xavier Griffin going back to even January and February, I think it was, leading into the spring visits, and talked about it's never been a problem with football. Xavier Griffin has always been a fit for what Tennessee wants to do on the football field. So what is it about? It's 2025, right? We always talk about money. We talk about dropping the bag. Let's see what Steve Wiltfong had to say about Xavier Griffin after the decommitment. Let's take a listen.
Class to fill his shoes. There are contenders for Xavier Griffin. I think that this is a recruitment that's also going to have some major NIL implications. George is looking to get him on campus this weekend for the scavenger hunt. I think they trail. I think you got to look immediately at programs like Texas, Ohio State, and Alabama in this recruitment. And then there's others like Tennessee and Florida State involved. And, you know, NIL is going to be a real factor in this recruitment, among other things.
NIL is going to be a real factor in this recruitment, among other things. So, again, it's easy to say spend the money, drop the bag, but then you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to drop the bag on a five-star wide receiver like Xavier Griffin? I think you have to look at your roster. You know, you've got a young Edwin Spillman. You've got some linebackers in that room. You've also got some guys in this class of 26 like Braden Rouse that you are recruiting. Does he maybe not take as much NIL money as an Xavier Griffin would take to land? But again, he decommits from USC. Ohio State, Alabama, Texas, Florida State all have official visits lined up. You notice there's not an official to Georgia there as well, but he will likely officially visit Georgia. I expect him to officially visit Tennessee. Are they willing to spend what it takes? What are your thoughts on recruiting right now? Because again, we like to say three-star you when a guy like Big Squish, when a guy like Gabriel Osenda commits to Tennessee. Now that the evaluations are catching up, he is listed as a five-star and one of the top players in the country. I think Josh Heupel continues to evaluate and trend in the right direction. Can they close out this class of 26, top 10, top 5 class? What are your thoughts? Would you drop the bag on a guy like Xavier Griffin, or would you spend it elsewhere? What are your thoughts? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. You can go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. There's also a link in the description below to do that. If you want to support us even more, hit that join button. It's right down there below the video, right there beside subscribe. Hit that join button. You can become a member of the channel. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But more importantly, you are supporting a channel that, again, is for the fans, by the fans. We are not media. We are not insiders. We don't have that connection. We are just diehard, passionate, psychotic Tennessee football fans that come here and talk Vol football every single day of the year. If not, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. It's quick, free, and easy. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.